Welcome, Hot Rod City residents. I know I just recently did a Starliner headliner on the wall and in my car. But I have a customers to do today. I gotta keep making content and, get this thing rolling here. But anyway, this is out of a 2016 or 17 GMC Denali. Took me like 4 or 5 hours just to pull this freaking headliner. Very many parts have to come down. This being a Denali, everything in it's leather and all that jazz. The dash is leather and all that stuff. Everything from like the belt line, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, everything above the dash is gray. Like the headliner was gray, wherever that went, I don't know. All the trim panels and everything, the visors are all gray. And these are actually styrofoam, believe it or not. All that has to be dyed. I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't really know that. I didn't think that was part of the thing. I was going to do the visors, but then they wanted everything turned black. I don't know if I have enough dye. I already ordered more, but I'm going to dye the stuff that needs to be dyed. And this isn't going to be just a regular Starliner headliner. It is a 1,000 piece headliner. This one gets a meteor kit. There was a bunch of this plastic stuff on the back of it. It had to go because I, putting a Starliner in. So the way I do this with my drill and a cup wire wheel. I see some people use the side wire wheel, which I had. I don't know what I did with it, but I got more. Some people use these larger ones. Obviously, I've got one somewhere. I was just used it last night. I used that to clean the back side of this edge here before I flipped it over, but I use the cup now because it just covers more ground faster. This is actually one of the widest headliners I've ever had to do, but I'm going to work as far as I can because I can't reach all the way to the middle ergonomically. So after I get all the way around, I'll just pull one of my tables out, which is lower. I'm not going to do the whole thing on it because then at my height, my back will hurt. So it is 10:45, 10:48. Let's say 10:45 because I've already did a little bit. We'll see how long this takes me. Hello! So I am, let's say, 3/4 of the way done with this. I'd actually consider a little bit less, but I got to get my rotator dealio, find wherever it is, somewhere on this table, and get into these little cubbies and up into that edge, and then like around this edge here, and I'll be good. As you can see by the clock, it is 11:44, so this is an hour's worth of work. So an hour and a half, I pretty much have this thing cleaned and done. I got to stop right now and run to go pick up my spawn. Daycare lady would like a half day to go to the beach in the freaking in the middle of the winter kind of thing, but whatever. Alright, so I've cleaned off the headliner, covered it in suede. As per usual, I put it into 4 quadrants, $250 a piece for the 1,000 kit. Marked them in red, and well, before that I marked the 2 shooting stars in green because I got a bunch of colored Sharpies. So I'm just sitting here watching Dragon Ball Z while I poke holes and my evil spawn plays on his tablet. And if I get this done, I'll be able to start lacing fiber optics. So just as an update on this freaking GMC Sierra, I ran out of dye. I only had bought the one can to experiment with. We weren't planning to do all the gray pieces, but they changed their mind since I had it, and I had to pull literally everything out. Like, in order to get this headliner out, I had to pull the back seat and I ended up pulling the passenger seat, the front passenger, just because I was able to put it in the rear driver's side door and cock it around. I still had to, like, kind of like squeeze it in a bit because it was a very, very wide headliner. So this is a 1000 kit. So this is the one where it only comes with one size fiber optic. The one I installed in my car was 3 different. Now I buy my kits off of Amazon. I'm not fond of it, but one, nobody locally sells it. Like, there's a few people, like this dude was talking about buying a kit from an acquaintance of his through Instagram. So we looked at his kits. They did not give a lot of detail as to what you were getting. Like, it just says, oh, 1000 kit. Where when I go on Amazon, I can differentiate all the kits, because there'll be 1000 and there'll be like 1mm, 3mm, 5mm, 1mm in 10.7mm. So you can actually really customize this, because if you really wanted to take the time and somebody was, say, a Sagittarius, well, I could put the Sagittarius constellation up there. Both of these things run off an RF controller, so they remember their last setting. So if you lose one or the battery goes dead, you turn it on with the RF remote. It turns them both on. So the shooting stars only come in white, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It's hard to see because, where's my light? There it is. So I've already done, you can see the visors covered in suede, the overhead console, that is been completely color changed. I had to tear it all apart. So the A pillars were gray, the B pillars are gray, the C pillars are gray. With one and then like the oh shit handles, they're gray too, but I haven't put them back because I haven't dyed them yet. I'm waiting. The last time I ordered the dye, it took 1 day to get here, and I ordered more dye when they dropped this truck off on Thursday. It shipped Friday. It is now Tuesday and I have not seen it. Alright, so I finished this job, this headliner. I gotta turn it on. So the way I did it, I put a switch up under the dash like they asked for. So this 1000 kit, and now all the interior parts are in. You can see back there, I think, the B pillars, C pillars, all the grab handles, they're dyed as well. The visor, everything on that is dyed. So, anyways, like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff, and I'll see you guys later on the next one. Later.